What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 video. Today's video is going to be about the state of the game which happened about an hour ago. It was the usual, but Frederick and Yannick were present. We're getting two main missions. It'll be Pentagon and DARPA Research Lab. Now, no one knows what DARPA stands for. The developers could not answer that question, so we don't know what it stands for. So this will be releasing on the 15th for early access holders, so year one pass holders. So if you guys have the year one pass for the narrative content, you'll be able to play it on the 15th. If you don't have it, you're going to have to wait for October the 22nd. So I'm going to bring up this picture for you guys. This is episode 2, October 15th. So as you can see, intro and main mission 1 Pentagon with main mission 2. It is 7 days early access, and then everyone gets it on the 22nd. I'm sure we've known this for a while, but some of the details have just been released, so I'm just going to go over everything. If I do repeat things that I've gone over in the last week or that news that you guys may already know, don't worry, we're just going to go over everything and just summarize it because they did as well. So 2 classified assignments, Marina and Embassy, will only be available for year 1 pass holders. So if you don't have the year 1 pass, you actually won't be able to play these. Those are the classified assignments where you get the backpack trophy. So they said, I think Yannick said that there were 2, so we're going to get 2 new backpack trophies. I don't know if you guys worry too much about that. I don't personally. I like my teddy bear. The new specialization will be available to everyone, but if you have the year 1 pass, you will unlock it instantly. And if you don't have the year 1 pass, you're going to have to unlock it through a certain mission. Now they've made it a bit better because the gunner specialization, apparently they've revamped the way that you actually unlock it because it was a bit weak, so they've improved the narrative to unlock it, so it'll be a bit better. Then we've got the major improvements: increased build diversity, dark zone intensity, conflict rewards, targeted loot. Then we have a new conflict map called the Wharf. It's got like a big picture of a crab, and it looks like a very tight-knit map. It's going to be very good. Apparently it's very high-paced action, so it's going to be lots of tight corners, small. It looks quite small from the picture, so we're going to have to see. So 38 new brand gear items, new weapon, an exotic gear piece. The new knee pads will be available once it comes out on the 15th for everybody. The mastery system, so all 3 legs of the Kennedy College expedition will become available with the new, when they drop a grenade every time they're killed. So be careful of that because it'll be like a modifier that will become active as well. So the mastery system will come up. Make sure you got a decent build so you can get ranked. You want to get the gold on the first try because it won't be up for too long. And if you didn't get the diamond back, it is a guaranteed drop as soon as you finish the new expedition. That will be expeditions. So invaded mode, manning zoo, Camp White Oak, which is actually quite nice because those are beautiful missions. I'm happy with that, so we can actually go in there without just destroying everything and actually have a bit of a longer time, more difficult time, but better content there. So that's pretty much it for this picture. So just a few more things to go over before we get into the main juicy part, which is the new specialization. There are bioreactors in the Pentagon mission, so you're going to be chasing down the bioreactors. I'm not entirely sure what they do. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out, how the mission goes. I'm quite excited, if I'm honest, guys. Another thing is, Yannick said that the Pentagon has been on their minds for a while. We've known about that for a few weeks, but he said that it's very mysterious in real life. Nobody really knows what's in the actual Pentagon in real life, so they use that in the game. So I think we're going to get a lot more content once you unlock that mission. There's probably going to be crazy amount of side missions, interesting things to unlock. So I think when we do the Pentagon, we're going to be very careful because there's going to be a lot of hidden things in there. I think there possibly be some secret bosses, just like the zoo. So we're going to keep an eye out for that when it comes in. So I'm just going to show a picture of the new inventory system. Now, this is, if you guys have seen this before, this is a different picture from the state of the game that was today. It's pretty cool. I like how you can check which one you want. Like if you want to filter for skill power, weapon damage, assault rifle damage, all of that. It's a lot better. It looks a lot better, and it'll make it's a very nice quality of life. So I am very much looking forward to that. Stash space has been doubled, if you guys didn't know, to 300, and your loadouts have been doubled as well. That's what Frederick said. So we're getting double the amount of loadouts, which is really nice. Like I said before, Kennedy is all open on the 15th. Get the diamond back again with the mastery system. And then normalization has actually been revamped. They spoke about only scaling down your damage through modifiers, PvP modifiers, not nerfing every bit of gear. Like if you have certain talents, they're not just going to nerf them to the ground. It's only going to really be damage multipliers now, which is going to make the normalized dark zone a lot better. And I'm looking forward to that because I like to spend time in the normalized dark zone. It's going to be really good. Fun place for PvP. I'm looking forward to it. So I really am looking forward to it. Also, they spoke about the Dark Zone matchmaking. Now, I don't know how to think about this because they said that when you find a server, when you matchmake for the Dark Zone, and you find a server, the server will pretty much be full. So you're going to have to wait a bit longer for matchmaking. But here's the thing, guys. I know a lot of people are going to be coming back to the game when TU6 drops. But what happens if it dies down a bit? It's going to take forever to find a server. So I hope we don't get massive loading times because I am getting big loading times for the Dark Zone now. So that's my only problem. But I guess at least if we do find a server, it's going to be pretty packed. And we're going to be able to actually have fun fights in it and not just run around like on your lonesome. So that I'm looking forward to that. Also, just a little thing to bring up. One of the people in the chat brought up that an LVOAC was rapid firing. It was automatic in the video, and we all thought the LVOAC was getting changed. It wasn't. Frederick and Yannick both said that it's not actually fully auto. It was actually Frederick Thailander. He said that it's not fully auto. It will not be fully auto. So if you guys did have, because it did kind of look like it in the video as well. I was also wondering if they've changed it and we got a hint, but maybe he's lying. But he said that it will not be fully auto when the update drops. Next up is going to be the Thieves Den vendor. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is the one in the Dark Zone. Now, we're going to be getting better gear. Here's a picture for you guys to take a look. It shows all gear score 500. It's about time. You're going to be using materials from that you collect in the Dark Zone, and you're going to be spending them here. I'm not entirely sure how they work. I think there's an explanation on the internet if you just Google it. You can spend them here, and you can get pretty good pieces of gear. So I don't know what the stats are. They never really showed us exactly how good the stats are, but we're going to have to see about that one. Next, they also spoke about the new elimination mode in Conflict. They didn't really speak too much about it, but they went on to just explain that it's just team elimination on the new map. I personally wanted a bit more content for the Conflict. We need some more maps. Like, why did they only add one map? And they said this was one of the biggest updates in Division history. This is the biggest content update in the Division history. So I don't know why they couldn't just add another map in there. But hey, hopefully the new map is good, because the other ones are pretty decent, except the one where everyone camps on that building. It's a bit annoying. But anyways, the next topic was actually a big one, and a lot of people, especially in the chat, I was getting excited as well. But it was a bit disappointing. But I like the way that Yannick handled this. The raid, the new raid that's coming. We were expecting a little bit of a sneak peek. He pretty much said that it is a work in progress, and he wants it to be perfect because the first raid was so good, and he wants to make the second one perfect. So it will not be available until next year. So this whole year, it's not going to come out. Possibly first quarter next year to middle of next year, but we're going to have to wait and see. So we're going to have to wait till next year. But I'm glad that they're really putting a lot of effort and working on it as well. Another thing, guys, the Apparel event has been extended, as we know, till the 15th, because it's ridiculous to try and get the spacesuit. If you don't want to spend money on premium credits, it's hard to get the credits, but now you'll be able to do it by just playing the game. So go ahead, get the credits and get the caches and open the caches and get all the good loot and all the pieces that you want, all of the cosmetic items. And now for the juicy part. I'm going to bring up a picture of what they were actually using live in the state of the game. Frederick was controlling this with, I think it was an Xbox controller. He was actually playing live and going through it. We're going to go over all the pieces. If you want to go and look at the explanation, just go to the state of the game. Just type in state of the game 9th of October, and you guys can go and have a look at it. They go through most of the pieces of the skill tree, and they explain to you how it works. I can show you a little clip of how it actually shoots the rocket launcher from the new specialization. It looks pretty good, and I'm looking forward to it a lot. It looks like a lot of fun. So basically, this is the technician specialization. It's like a nice big spirally eye kind of figure as the logo. It looks really cool. This is more of a skill-based specialization, which is great. We needed one of these. Basically, there's a new hive that is basically a buff, and it buffs your hive's range. It's really good. And then the multi-missile launcher is called the P017, and it locks onto enemies, and I think it's about 6 shots. So you can actually shoot 24 bullets at one enemy in the dark zone. They actually spoke about this. So I don't know, that sounded a bit ridiculous and very strong, but it looks really cool, and I'm looking forward to it. The tech hive is the Artificer. I think that's how they said it. Um, it basically, the hive, you throw it down and little tiny drones pop out of the hive. You know those little stars, and they proc onto your skills, onto your friendly skills, and even while your skill is holstered on your back, your other skill, when you well, the hive is holstered on your back. If you, let's say, bring out your drone, it will shoot those little stars or the little drones at the big drone and heal it and give it buffs. So it looks really cool. They throw it on, it's got like a blue glow. I love the sound of that. It looks really good. They showed some gameplay. Very, very nice. It looks like you can help your team a lot with this. I'm looking forward to testing builds, and who knows, you cannot stack it, unfortunately. They actually spoke about that. It'll be pretty OP if you could stack it. And the skill tree. So we're going to go over the skill tree. I don't have the video. I don't want to show the video. I will explain all the logos for you guys right now. There's not too much to go over. So pretty much on the right hand side, you see the three figures of the hive. That just basically, it's just buffs the hive. So you don't have to worry about that too much. It's pretty much extra range, skill haste, things like that to make the hive a bit better, and that works on with all the hives. So this is going to buff your hive the most out of all your skills, which is great because I am looking forward to the hive the most, which is really cool. And then the bottom one, if you see, there's like a power symbol with a little lightning bolt above it, just on the right of the pistol. Now that is going to be, you'll be immune to shock and disrupt. So that's going to be crazy. I think that'll be very good in PvP. And then just below that, you'll have the little head with the electrodes in the brain. Now, this is very interesting. So I'm only going to bring out the ones that really interest me a lot. If you guys want to go, you can go watch the state of the game. That's a better way to get all the explanations. But this is the most interesting thing I've seen. So equipping a skill grants 15% armor. And then when your skills get destroyed, you get 20% armor back. That sounds really, really, really good. And I'm looking forward to that one. I think that one's going to be extremely powerful. Then just to the right of the electrode one I've just explained, with the guy's head, is that little like crit star, and that's 50% pulse resistance. So that's going to be pretty nice. I thought it was going to be 100%, but 50% sounds a bit fair. So everyone uses pulse, especially in conflict. So this would be quite good in conflict. I can see people using this as well. Um, just to the right, right above that, you'll see it says 5 out of 5, and there's one on the right with a laptop with some sparkles next to it that's locked. One above it, so you can only have one or the other active. So at the moment, the one on the right is 10% skill healing, and the one above it is 10% skill damage, which is really, really strong. It depends which one you want. So I don't know why they don't allow us just to activate both of them, but it's just clearly the way that they want to do it. All right, so if we look at the top there, or on the left, it's all just basic stuff. We don't have to go over that. At the top, we do get an EMP grenade. It looks very strong. It is very strong. You can disrupt all skills. So it seems like this build's going to be very good on the raid as well to take out the dogs. Those Buddy and Lucy as well. Even though Buddy and Lucy is not too difficult, all those dogs that have the snipers on their back, this is going to be the set to get rid of those. It's going to be very, very good. The med kit for this, they actually had to revisit the med kit. The med kit applies to all skill proxies within 10 meters. So you can actually heal your skills your friend skills within 10 meters of where you are. So that it seems like this is very, very skill orientated, which is very, very good. I think that's a great thing. Another one is just to the right of the grenade. There's like the two arrows. That is level. I think that's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's out of 5. So if you get the max, that you get 10% skill power. So that will be 50% skill power. 50% skill power when you unlocked all 5 parts of that. That is crazy. 50% extra skill power just from that is going to be really good. Then the med kit's obviously the one to the top right, which I explained. Then the one at the dog with the explosion above the dog, that is level 4, and that's plus 20% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. So any kind of robots or skills, you will be doing more damage to them. So that's going to be extremely potent in the raid. And possibly what I'm thinking is when the next raid comes through, It's gonna be even better because I think they're gonna work around a lot of drones and dogs and things like that. Because in the new missions, apparently they were talking about like acrobatic dogs. It seems like there's a lot of dogs in the picture. So robot enemies are going to be a big thing in the future. I can see, especially when TU6 drops. But we're going to have to wait and see. I love this. I love the way this is set up. I love everything they gave us, some details. I think it was very good. It was a very good state of the game. I really did enjoy it. I recommend you guys to go and watch it. We got some good changes. I'm looking forward to using my hive. I want to make the best hive build I possibly can with the technician specialization, and I'm going to spec fully into it. I really can't wait to give it a go and to use some of the things I've spoken about in my previous build videos for TU6 and just crack on and get the best out of it. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this quick state of the game recap. It was very good. If you want to go, I'll leave a link in the description to go and watch the full thing. I recommend you do if you love this game. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. My name is Patrick Wolf, and I'll be seeing you agents in the next video. Peace out, boys.